Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Bangkok Chili Peppers TV. I am Hodà and today I will show you the beauties of Lausanne in Switzerland. Let's go! In this episode I will take you through the heart of Lausanne in Canton Vaud, Switzerland on a 3-day journey. Once built by the Romans on the shores of beautiful Lake Geneva, known locally as Lac Le Mans. Here French is the language of the land, but the adventure doesn't stop here. I will explore breathtaking day trip spots like the charming village of Cully, the UNESCO-listed Lavaux Vineyards and Vevey, along with Montreux, famous for its connection to Freddie Mercury. Plus, I will dive into the history of Schönbrunn Castle and the medieval wonders of Neuchâtel. So be ready and let's go! Let's start with the icon of the city, the Notre-Dame Cathedral. The Notre-Dame Cathedral is a Gothic masterpiece dating back to the 13th century. It's one of the city's most important and beautiful landmarks. Inside you will find magnificent stained glass windows, including the famous 13th century rose window, as well as intricate stone carvings and a majestic organ with over 7,000 pipes. For a small fee, visitors can climb 224 steps up to the bell tower, where a panoramic view of Lausanne and Lake Geneva awaits. And here's a unique tradition: if you visit late at night, you meet here the Guet, the cathedral's night watchman. Since medieval times, every night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. he calls out the hour, keeping alive a centuries-old tradition. Close to Notre-Dame Cathedral is Château Saint-Maire, a big and strong castle built in the 1400s. It was made for bishops who used to live there, and today it's a government site that is not open for visits. Because it's so close to the cathedral, people used to think that bishop could quickly run over from the church to his safe castle in case of danger. Château Saint-Maire still stands tall today and is a cool piece of history right in the middle of the city. I really love this part of the city. Around the castle and cathedral area, beautiful terraces offer great views like the Esplanade de la Cathédrale. The Palais de Rumine, with its stunning Renaissance architecture, houses several museums. In Lausanne, as well as in all of Switzerland, there are many historical fountains, each with its own story. Place de la Palud is home of the city's oldest fountain, with justice depicted on its central pillar. People often sit on the steps waiting for the clock above to display animated scenes from local history every hour from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. I love these charming animated scenes. One of Lausanne's most picturesque spots is the Escaliers du Marché, a long covered staircase dating back to the 13th century. It connects Place de la Palud to the cathedral's terrace, originally linking two market areas. My next destination is the Hermitage on Sauvabelin Hill, an art museum set in a beautiful 19th century villa. This is a popular place to enjoy nature with pleasant walking paths. I spotted a man training with a sword and wondered if he was preparing for a duel or just trying to impress the ducks with his sword skills. It's a very relaxing walk. My journey continues at Parc de Sauvabelin. Here you will find Lac de Sauvabelin, a charming lake where you can relax, have a picnic and even rent a pedal boat. There is also a wooden tower which stands 35 meters tall. If you climb to the top, you will be rewarded with stunning panoramic views of Lausanne and the surrounding mountains. Wow, I really like the view from here. Sauvabelin Hill is a great place to explore nature and enjoy some fresh air. I will spend my evening in the Ouchy district. Here you can find the Château d'Ouchy, a beautiful castle-like hotel originally built as a medieval castle in the 12th century. Ouchy is a popular lakeside area known for its beautiful promenades, parks and waterfront attractions. Good morning guys, today I will travel to the city of Montreux through the UNESCO Vineyards. This will be a very nice journey. Along the way I'm making a stop in the charming villages of Cully and Vevey. I reached Cully and this place is really beautiful. This peaceful village on the shores of Lake Geneva is surrounded by breathtaking terraces of vineyards that stretch for miles along the hillsides. They are known as the Lavaux Vineyards, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They date back to the 12th century, cultivated by monks who shaped this incredible landscape. The Lavaux Vineyards produce some of the finest wines in Switzerland, especially the famous Chasselas. This white grape variety thrives in the rich, sun-soaked soil, absorbing the unique minerality of the region. Chasselas wines are light, crisp, and perfectly balanced, ideal for enjoying with local cheese or fresh fish from the lake. The terraced vineyards, carefully carved into the hills, offer not only fantastic wine but some of the most dramatic and unforgettable views in Switzerland. From Cully you can walk for around 40 minutes and reach Tour de Marsens. I am walking along the Sentier du Vieux Moulin, surrounded by the stunning vineyards of Lavaux. With every step, the views of Lake Geneva and the Alps become more breathtaking. I can see the Tour de Marsens, a medieval watchtower that once stood guard over this region. This tower dates back to the 11th century and was used to protect the vineyards and the surrounding villages. Standing tall above the vines, it's a reminder of the region's long history, both strategic and agricultural. Whilst not longer used for defense, the Tour de Marsens still feels like it's watching over Lavaux. There is a local legend that during harvest season, the tower's ghost would ensure the grapes were picked on time. Looking down at these vineyards from above is truly impressive. This place is really beautiful. Now I will take the train and I will reach Vevey. After a short train ride from Cully, I have arrived in Vevey, a peaceful lakeside town. The streets are calm with people strolling and enjoying the perfect weather. I love Switzerland, there is a very relaxing atmosphere here. Vevey sits gracefully on the northern shore of Lake Geneva, surrounded by the stunning Swiss Alps. This picturesque town is known not only for its breathtaking scenery, but also for its rich history. Vevey was once a Roman settlement and has since blossomed into a cultural hub. It's perhaps most famous for being the home of Charlie Chaplin, who spent his final years here. Rising from the waters of Lake Geneva is one of Vevey's most iconic landmarks, the Giant Fork. This 8-meter-tall stainless steel sculpture was meant to be temporary but became a beloved symbol. Linked to the Alimentarium Museum, dedicated to food and nutrition, the fork reflects the town's playful and creative spirit. The historical town just beyond the shore is a mix of cobbled streets, old world charm and modern sophistication. And now let's take the train direction Montreux. After a short train ride I am in Montreux. This charming town is where the Golden Pass train starts. It takes you on a beautiful ride through the Swiss Alps to Lucerne, passing lovely views and cute villages along the way. I just arrived in Montreux and I'm going to visit the city center. Montreux is famous for its annual Jazz Festival. You will notice a blend of old world charm and modern architecture. Built on different elevations, Montreux offers stunning views, with one of the best from St. Vincent Church overlooking Lake Geneva and the Alps. The nearby Gorge du Chaudron provides a wild, scenic escape, while Rocher du Nez, accessible by cogwheel train, offers panoramic views of Lake Geneva and the Alps. I am now arriving at the serene shores of the lake. Here is the Montreux Casino, home of the famous Queen Studio, where the band recorded several albums including A Night at the Opera. Just outside is the iconic statue of Freddie Mercury overlooking the lake. This monument celebrates his deep connection to Montreux, where he spent many years inspired by the city's tranquility and creativity. I will now walk and reach Château de Chillon, a stunning medieval castle located on the shores of Lake Geneva. Dating back to the 12th century, it was originally built by the Counts of Savoy to control the strategic passage between the Alps and the lake. Chillon's picturesque towers and walls tell tales of the past, with breathtaking views of the lake and the Alps, providing a stunning backdrop. Despite its beauty, it's hard to ignore the stark contrast of the modern highway just above the castle, a reminder of how time has evolved around this ancient landmark. Inside you can explore its well-preserved rooms, including the grand halls and the spooky cellars, where many fascinating stories of prisoners and nobility unfold. Château de Chillon is a magical place where history comes to life, captivating the imagination of all who visit. I would say that the castle is beautiful, but in my personal opinion too much overrated. This highway on top of it destroys all the beautiful old atmosphere. It's now time to head back to Lausanne. This unforgettable journey has made my second day truly special. It's my last day in Lausanne and I am back in the beautiful Ouchy district. During the day this area truly shines. From above you can see the stunning Château d'Ouchy, once a medieval fortress and now transformed into a luxury hotel. Not far off the shore there is a little island featuring a striking sculpture, a large sea, symbolizing the connection to wind and direction. This piece is known as La Girouette Hall, created by the artist Clélia Bétois in 1995. In Ouchy you will also find the Olympic Museum, a tribute to the spirit of the Olympic Games. Established in 1993, the museum is situated in this vibrant district due to Lausanne's status as Olympic capital, home of the International Olympic Committee since 1915. The museum showcases the history of the Games with interactive exhibits, artifacts and multimedia celebrating athletes' achievements and the values of sportsmanship, unity and perseverance. It was interesting and included in the Swiss travel pass. Set in the beautiful lakeside park of Ouchy, you will find the serene Thai pavilion, a gift from Thailand. I will now take the train to reach the Chambon Castle. After 1 hour I reached Mato Brador, a small village located at around 2.5 kilometers from the castle. Now I have to walk a lot. The atmosphere here is peaceful. I really like it. I am the only walking person over here, and the cow look at me in a very strange way. I have finally arrived at Chambon Castle and it's truly stunning. This place is really beautiful and I am alone over here. It looks like I am in another time. Located on a hill, this medieval fortress has overlooked the region for centuries. Built in the late 13th century by the powerful Count Otto of Grandson, it was designed to control the surrounding lands and defend against invaders. This stunning castle is located in the small village of Chambon in the Vaud canton, offering incredible views of the Jura Mountains and the rolling fields below. Unlike many castles of its era, Chambon was never seriously damaged in battle, and its imposing towers have stood the test of time. Today it remains privately owned but perfectly preserved, a reminder of Switzerland's medieval past. I have still time, so I decided to take the train and visit the beautiful city of Neuchâtel. I will be there in 1 hour. I just arrived in Neuchâtel and this city looks very cool. This city is beautifully situated on the shores of Lake Neuchâtel. The name means New Castle, from the fortress built here in the 11th century by Rudolf III, the last king of Burgundy. The stunning Neuchâtel Cathedral or Collégiale de Neuchâtel was constructed between the 12th and 13th centuries. This Gothic marvel began as a Romanesque structure and later evolved. Originally Catholic, it became Protestant during the Reformation. Its tall towers and beautiful carvings have stood strong for hundreds of years, showing how the city has stayed brave through time. The Tour de l'Horloge or clock tower is part of the city's medieval fortifications from the 14th century. Added in the 16th century, its clock reflects the growing precision of the age. This tower with its painted clock stands above all streets and looks out over the calm waters of Lake Neuchâtel, connecting the past to today. Now I'm taking the funicular from La Bonne station to head up the hill. At the top there is the Belvedere du Plan, a lookout point with amazing views over the city, the lake and even the mountains on clear days. It's the perfect spot to enjoy the beauty of Neuchâtel from above, surrounded by nature. The sun is strong and is burning my face. Anyway, if you have time, I strongly recommend you to visit this city. Now I'm back down and exploring the charming little streets of Neuchâtel's well-preserved medieval city centre. As I walk, I come across the famous Fontaine du Baronnet, featuring a leader in medieval times who carried the city's flag into battle. Walking through this city, I can really feel the medieval atmosphere. Neuchâtel has also a vibrant modern side. The main street, Rue du Seillon, is lined with shops and leads directly to the beautiful lake promenade along Lake Neuchâtel. On sunny days, people gather here to relax, enjoying the peaceful atmosphere and watching the stunning sunset. So guys, I spent 3 days around the Lausanne area, but I suggest you to spend more days because there are a lot of beautiful things to see. Unfortunately, this episode is over. I hope that you enjoyed. See you soon. Bye!